So just before we get into this video, make sure you guys use my brand new supporter creator code RTL in the Fortnite item shop. So if you do want to support me, make sure you press into supporter creator, type in RTL and press into accept. And a huge shout out to everyone that's been using my brand new supporter creator code because it really does help out, as a lot of my videos now are way under 10 minutes, meaning I make barely anything from YouTube. So if you guys are going to buy any of these things that are a lot cheaper, so as you guys can see, this thing should be 3,600 V-Bucks, but it's actually a lot cheaper, and that's because of the Black Friday deal. So if you guys do want to buy anything like this, make sure you definitely do use my code and send a screenshot on my Discord server for an exclusive role. Anyway, huge shout out to everyone that's been using my code, and let's get straight into this video. So this first glitch is actually for your lobby, and what it allows you to do is actually change the lobby background. Now it's really easy to do, and all we're going to do is we're going to go to the settings here, and all we're going to do is go here and we're going to change the language. So just change it to anything. So I'm just going to change it to German, and you're going to see once we change it, now once we go back, you're going to see that the background's completely different. Now I have no idea why this happens, but you can see that the background's a lot brighter than usual. Now obviously this is kind of annoying because you probably won't be able to understand what it says, but it's still a cool glitch to try out. And as you guys can see here, I have changed the background back, and it has actually stayed like this. So you can easily just change it back and the background will stay. I didn't know that would happen, but that is kind of helpful. Anyway, let's get straight into the next one. So this first glitch actually has two separate results, and what it allows you to do is actually turn it into a prop, and once you've turned it into the prop, you can still shoot and stuff. And if you guys saw my video yesterday, you did probably see that my vehicle glitched out and flew into the sky. Now I'm going to show you how to do that with this exact same glitch. So this is like a 2-in-1 glitch. Anyway, all we're going to do is we're going to find a prop that I want to turn into. So I'm actually going to get a snowman from one of the galleries, so I'll be back once I found one. So here we go guys, you can see we do have the snowman here, and all we're going to do is we're going to put it next to the rift here. So I'm just going to put it around here, and once you found the rift, all we're going to do is we're going to make sure we're in phase mode, fly into the rift like this, and we're going to get the Prop-O-Matic gun. And now all we're going to do is turn into it, and it should glitch out and we should be invisible. So here we go guys, you can see we are invisible. This time it's put a snowman in the creative hub, which is really funny. Sometimes that will happen, but all we're going to do now is enter back into our island. Now once you've entered back, all we're going to do is we're going to press into back to hub again. Now this can take a few attempts, but you can see it has actually worked this time. So once you return back to the creative hub, for some reason it actually makes you into the prop. So now we're a snowman that's just walking around. So if your friends are playing with you, they're just going to see a snowman walking around, and you can have guns and stuff like that. So you can crank 90s and stuff like that, which is kind of funny, and you can also use guns. So you can see I can easily build as well. It may be a bit more difficult, but you can still build and everything. And sometimes you can see it will disappear. Now if that does happen, all you're going to do is return to the hub, and sometimes it will reappear. Now you can see this time it hasn't reappeared, so you will actually have to do the glitch again, unfortunately. Anyway, that is it for that glitch, and the next glitch is more or less the exact same steps. However, it allows your vehicle to completely glitch out. So I'll show you guys that right now. So I'm now going to be showing you guys how you can make any vehicle glitch out. Now you did see my video the other day that my vehicle just went flying across the sky. Now obviously that was set up, it was just a joke and everything, and I will be showing you guys how to do it right now. So for first, we do want to do the exact same steps, but what I would recommend doing is changing the size of the prop. So the more you change the size, the more it glitches out. So if you stretch the prop, for example, it will glitch out a lot more. So you can mess around with this glitch, and sometimes if you make the prop too big, it won't actually let you enter the vehicles. So I've made this prop kind of small, and we're just going to turn into the snowman again. So here we go. Now once you're back in the hub, all we're going to do is we're going to go back to our island, and then straight away return to the hub again. So here we go, we're in our island now. We're just going to press into back to hub, and you are going to see we should turn into the snowman again. And there we go, we've turned into it. Now it actually looks a lot better this time, and that's because I made it a bit smaller. And you're going to see once we return to our island, we can go into one of these vehicles. Now you're going to see how funny this looks. If I go in the baller, for example, we're just going to fly up into the sky. So I wouldn't recommend doing that because you will go out of your island, but you can see that you can do stuff like that. It's really easy to do, and we can do the same thing with the aeroplane. So when we go in the aeroplane, we literally go all around the area and I have no idea what's even going on. So there we go guys, it just blew up, and I should have actually done that for the video thinking about it, because that's a lot more funnier. Anyway, you guys can see that it just looks so stupid, this glitch, and I think a lot of you guys are going to enjoy messing around with it. Now I also want to do the quad crash as well, because that is kind of funny. So you're going to see once we go into the quad crasher, that also glitches out like crazy, and you're going to see if we actually go inside of one of these, you're going to see how much it glitches out. So when we walk backwards, it just completely glitches out, and we move around the map really fast. And let's get straight into the next one. Now the next glitch I'm going to show you guys is how you can remove the head from any of your characters, and it does work in game, so you can do it in creative and stuff, and people will be able to see it. Now the reason I'm showing you guys in this compilation is because my compilations usually get a lot more views than my normal videos, and I did upload this and it didn't get that many views, and it is such a cool glitch. So I will show you guys how to do it right now. So all we're going to do is we're going to go to one of these rifts, and we're going to enter in this island code. So once you've entered it, you're just going to wait a few seconds. The island code will also be in the description, so you don't have to try and copy it from my screen. Anyway, all we're going to do is we're going to wait for it to load, and then we're going to enter it. Now once you've entered the island, make sure you definitely press into Q and enter in my supporter creator code because it really helps me out, and I will be able to make more maps like this if you do keep on supporting me. So just use code RTL, press into accept, you don't even have to type it in, and then you can start the game. So once the game's started, all we're going to do is we're going to go to this rift and make sure you crouch. If you don't crouch, it's not going to work, and we're going to go next to this red line here. So we're going to go right next to this red line, and once you're in around this location here, all we're going to do is we're going to turn into this prop in front of us. Now you can see we do have the Prop-O-Matic gun in our inventory, so you shouldn't have any issues turning into it, and you're going to see once we turn into it, it will put us back to the hub. Now once we're back in the hub, you're going to be invisible again, just like the glitch I showed you before, and now we're just going to go straight back to our island. Now once you're back in your island, you want to put down one of these cannons and you want to enter the front of it. So enter the front of the cannon and then exit, and you can see once you exit, that is a glitch. Now our head is completely gone, we can still move and everything without our head, which is really funny. You can also use your guns and stuff, so you can play this game as normal, and again you can build. So this glitch is actually really fun to do, and again it does work with every single skin, so you can even do it with a Peely skin, and literally half of the character disappears, which is kind of funny. Anyway, we're going to get straight into the next one. So I'm now going to be showing you guys another brand new glitch, and what this allows you to do is make invisible walls in public games. Now it's really easy to do, and all we're going to do is we're going to destroy the wall. So we want to get a gun or something, I'm just going to go and get a pistol, and again this does work in public games, so I'm just going to use this pistol here and shoot the wall. Now once you got it down to the lowest you possibly can, like this, all we're going to do is we're going to press into edit and repair at the same time. Now it will have to be the exact same time for it to work properly, and you are going to see if we do it correctly, you will see it's repair and also turn into the edit mode. So it can take a few attempts if you're not good at it, and I think we have done it this time. So once you think you've done it, press into confirm, and you can see it has actually worked this time. Now you can see nothing is actually getting repaired, so in a second it will be invisible. But once this finishes building, it will be half invisible, and other people won't be able to see this, so only you will be able to. Now you guys can see we can look completely through it, but it is still solid, and it is also full health as well. So the first person I saw upload this was Orange Guy, so huge shout out to him. Anyway, that is it for that glitch, and let's get straight into the next one. Now if you guys aren't aware, there's actually a brand new way to resize builds. Now this did come out the other day, and you're gonna see if you get something like this, you can't actually resize it unfortunately. So it will place on the grid and everything, and there's no way of resizing it. However, there's a brand new way, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the settings once you're in your phone, and you're gonna see if we turn on this new setting, building to prop, it will actually turn everything into props. So you can see if we copy this, we can now move it however we like, so we can place it off grid, and as well as that, we can resize it, so we can make a really big door for example, and you can also do a lot more other glitchy stuff which you shouldn't be able to do. So you're gonna see now we've got a really big door, and it does work and everything, so we can open it, and I'm pretty sure this is a glitch because you will see sometimes if you try rotating it, it will glitch out. So I'm going to try and rotate it a bit and see if it glitches out. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. So you can see, there we go, it definitely is a glitch because obviously you shouldn't be able to do stuff like this. So make sure you make something cool out of this before Epic Games try and patch it, because obviously they probably didn't intend it to do stuff like this. Anyway, you can do this with tons of different types of builds, but for some reason it doesn't always work with the wood and stuff like that. So if you try doing it with one of these floors, I'm pretty sure it won't let you. So yeah, it doesn't unfortunately, but you can do it with stuff like this. Anyway, I thought you guys would find this funny, and let's get straight into the next one. So if you guys aren't aware, there was actually a leaked heavy AR in the game files. Now there is actually a way to get it early, and I have shown this already on my channel, but I will show you how to do it in this glitch compilation in case you haven't seen it yet. So all we're going to do is we're going to go to one of these rifts again, and we're going to enter in this island code here. Now whilst it's loading, make sure you go back to your island quickly, and we're going to place down an infinity blade so we can see where our island is. So here we go, we're going to go to weapons, and we're just going to place an infinity blade in here, and once we do this and we drop it, it will leave a big beacon in the sky which we will be able to see later on. So all we're going to do now is we're going to press into back to hub, and we're going to go straight back to this island over here. So here we go guys, this island was made by me, so make sure you definitely press into Q and enter in my supporter creator code. Again, this does really help support me, so make sure you just press into accept, and that's all you have to do. Now all we're going to do is we're going to start the game, and I'll show you guys how to do the glitch. So once the game started, all we're going to do is we're going to build a cone over the spawner here, and once we build a cone over and we respawn, it should actually work. Now it can take a few attempts, but what you should see is that we will spawn in the sky. Now you can see this time it's actually worked, and now we are in the sky, and you can see that big beacon in the sky there is the infinity blade. So all we're going to do is we're going to fly towards it, and once we get closer, we do want to slow down because we don't want to go into our island just yet. But you can see we do have the gun here, and we can use it and everything, and this hasn't been released yet. Now once you get close to your orange barrier, all we're going to do is we're going to drop everything. So I'm not sure where the barrier is, I don't want to actually cross it, I'm pretty sure it's around this location over here. So here we go guys, the barrier is here, and all we're going to do is we're going to go right next to it, and we're going to drop all of these items. Now once you drop them, you can go inside of your barrier, and once you've got your phone again, you can pick these up. So I'm just going to pick up all of these, and now we do have them in our island, and these are unreleased again. They're called the heavy AR I think, so Epic Games are going to add this really soon hopefully, but for now you can actually put it in an item spawner and have it tons before everyone else. So make sure you guys definitely do try out this glitch because it's really good fun to try out all of these weapons before they've even been released. Anyway, that is it for that glitch, and let's get straight into the next one. So you guys may have seen on some videos recently that a lot of big YouTubers have been getting to Spawn Island, and I was actually the person that did find this glitch. However, none of them gave me credit I don't think, but it's okay, that doesn't matter, I don't have any feelings. But to do this, all we're going to do is we're going to drive our boat forwards, and just before it starts to turn, there will be an invisible barrier that does make us turn, and just before we get to that, all we're going to do is we're going to swap seats, and then it will make us go in a straightforward position. So you can see now it is turning, and it didn't work that time, so we are going to have to switch seats a bit earlier. And this does work in public games, so you can do this in public games. It's really easy to do. It can just take a few attempts though, but once you're used to it, you should be able to do it almost every single time. So you can see this time it is moving us, and once we get a little bit closer, we're going to actually go back into the driver's seat. Now we may be able to get a bit more closer, but you can see it is making us go towards this direction. Now that is kind of annoying because it will take us a bit longer to do, but all we're going to do now is we're going to swap seats. So once you swap seats, press into reverse and keep on holding reverse, and you can see I did find out that you can rotate your vehicle once you're in reverse. Now what we're going to do is we're going to let go off reverse, and it will move us forwards. Now if you try driving forwards, it will make you go back in a random direction, so try not to do that. But you can see now that we are going towards Spawn Island, so all we're going to do is we're going to wait. It may take around 2 minutes, if that. It just feels like it's a long time because he obviously sat down doing nothing, but it doesn't actually take too long. It only takes maybe like a minute and a half, so just be patient and you will see eventually that your vehicle will go invisible. Now it will kind of put you in first person, and once that happens, you're going to wait around 10 or 20 seconds, and then you can actually exit your vehicle, and it will make you spawn right next to Spawn Island. So I'm going to give it a few more seconds and we should hit the barrier, and I'll show you guys once we've hit it. So you guys can see that we are kind of in first person now, and all we're going to do now is wait around 20 seconds, and then we will be able to exit, and it will spawn us next to Spawn Island. Now if you guys are doing this in a public game, you will be taking storm damage because unfortunately the storm will spawn around this location here. However, if you do have a bandaged bazooka or something like that, then you should be completely fine, and I have been able to get to Spawn Island and back to the main island and get out of the storm, so it is possible to do in a public game, and you can exit now if you wanted to, and it would spawn you over here. But if you do want to get back, you will need your boat obviously, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to wait around 20 or 30 seconds longer, and then we will actually be able to get back in the boat, and the boat will take us back to the main island really fast. So anytime now we should be out of the barrier. So the second your camera actually goes back to normal like this, we can exit the boat. So I'm just going to exit now, and you will see the boat will stay here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to swim towards the Spawn Island. Now once you're at Spawn Island, you can do whatever you want. If you're doing this in a public game, you can get an item from here, like one of the weapons, and some YouTubers actually managed to win the game on Spawn Island, and they did use a glitch that I did find, and again I didn't get any credit for it, but whatever. And there was a campfire over here. Now because of me, they have actually removed it, which I find kind of funny, so unfortunately you can't do that anymore. Anyway, I'm going to get in this boat now, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to get back to the main island. So it is really fast, and all we're going to do is we're going to enter it, and straight away once you drive forwards, it will make you go in this direction, so you don't even have to turn the vehicle. It will automatically make you go this direction, and you can boost and stuff as well, so you can get there really fast, and it literally only takes like a minute to get back. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this glitch, and I'm pretty sure that was the final glitch. So there we go guys, that was all for glitches. I hope you did enjoy this glitch compilation, and if you did, make sure you do give the video a like, because it really does help the video get promoted to more people, as you guys know. Anyway, just before I end this video, I'd like to give a huge shout out to everyone that is using code RTL in the Fortnite item shop. If you guys aren't aware, I'm making barely anything off YouTube anymore, because all of my videos are way under 10 minutes, apart from glitch compilations like this, which I actually do make decent money from. Now obviously, if I want to be doing YouTube full time, I obviously do need to make money as well, so I don't have to go and get a job. So I'd really appreciate everyone that does use my supporter creator code, because it actually makes up for me not making 10-minute videos. So we've actually gone up thousands of supporters recently, which is insane, but the more supporters I get, the more time I'll be able to put into making YouTube videos like this. So if you guys are wondering why I'm promoting it so much, that is a reason why, and a huge shout out to everyone that's using it. So if you're not already, make sure you go to the item shop, press into supporter creator, type in RTL, and press into accept. And if you guys did enter it a few weeks ago, next time you load up Fortnite to do one of my glitches or something, make sure you are still using it, because it does expire after 2 weeks, and you may have forgotten that it's actually expired. Anyway, huge shout out to everyone that's been supporting the channel recently. It's been insane, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
I might just go psycho. Too many drunk white hoes. Said I won't, but I might though. Walking on a tightrope. I do it just in spite though. Backwards got my eyes low. I might just go psycho. Backwards have my eyes low. Spend my money where my time goes. I got none else like those. Focus on my cash flow and light and feel like oh show.